Hey guys, it's Woody here at USA Made Blade, and just coming to you from the shop tonight to talk about our newest release from Hinder, the Hinderer Firetac. As far as I understand it, and I could be wrong on this, the Firetac has never been in production. He's made customs of it in the past, but as far as I understand it, these are the first time that he's ever done a production run of them. I know Rick is very excited about them. We're very excited about them. This is our second run of these to come in. The first round were all stonewashed. These are all working finish, and we finally were able to keep some around long enough to be able to talk about them for a few minutes here. But let's go over the knife real quick. Some of the biggest things you're going to notice that are different: no flipper tab. So that's probably one of the biggest differences. You're also going to notice the lack of the Hinderer pivot. These open and close or can be undone with a Torx bit. We've got the thumb disc. It's something that's pretty darn new, or that we haven't seen since we've been a dealer, except on the on the slip joint. On the lock side here, we've got the steel lock bar insert, which was new this year for just one model so far, but others are coming out with it. So this is the second model to have the steel lock bar insert. We've still got our standard pocket clip and filler tabs, so those are switchable between other knives. And then as far as hardware, we're all Torx, and then spacers look a little smaller than the 3.5, or I'm not really sure what kind of spacer fits it. I do know that it's not going to take Rick long to get hardware out for these, so for those looking for some, I think they're going to be pretty fast about it. Let's give you the specs of the knife here, and this is where some of this gets interesting. First off, 20 CV steel, and blade length is 3.6 inches, so we got a little bit more blade length than on the 3.5. We're 4.7 inches closed. We're a little bit over 8 inches overall, and blade thickness, steel thickness on this is 0.14. So you're getting a 3.5-inch blade with basically the thickness of a 3-inch knife. So very, very good slicer. Wicked sharp out of the box. Get that out of the way. But we've noticed that too. I think we talked about that in our last video that we did on the new Eclipse Gen 2s, which recently came in, just how stupid sharp and dialed in everything seems to be from Hinderer right now. So that's the Hinderer Firetac. So that's the basic specs and information on the knife. I thought we'd run through, guys. I've got a ton of knives lined up, so I'm gonna try and move this through pretty quickly. But just showing you some comparisons with basically every Hinderer model I think we've got in stock, and then a few other models that are popular that we sell that you might want to compare to be able to know if this is a knife for you. So we're going to start off, and I think this is the most appropriate, XM18 3.5 Spanto. This is the 30-year version. It's the only version we have in stock right now. And you're going to notice, I mean, looking at them, my darn, especially at this angle, the blades look about the same length. If I match up where that sharpening coil ends, you're going to see, hopefully you can see that the Firetac is just slightly longer. Handle length, lining that up, about the same. 3.5 might have just a hair on it. But where you're really going to notice the differences is putting these two side by side, showing you the spine, showing you that blade thickness. So much thinner, but in and out of the pocket, definitely a lot lighter in the pocket. Other difference you're going to notice is that the Firetac comes in weighing at 4.1 ounces, whereas the 3.5 weighs in at 5.6. That's per our scale. I think that's right. I'm doing that from memory. Excuse me. So definitely some big differences there. Just for giggles, like I said, I have just about every Hinderer we have, every model lined up. Here it is compared to a half track, in case that's the only model you own. Obviously the half track still got that thicker blade on it as well. Here's one I haven't actually looked at side by side with it yet, but here it is next to the MP1. This was new from Hinderer last year. and MP1's going to be shorter, but MP1's going to have that much thicker blade and still going to be thicker through the handle. Some of these I'll show you the handle with, and some of them like on the half track and things like that. I don't think we need to go into that much of a difference. So here it is next to a 3-inch harpoon Tanto, and oh, sorry, got an ankle problem here and just stepped wrong. Here's where you're going to see that blade thickness, but look at how that tapers down. I mean, these things are definitely, you know, just all profiled to be a little lighter and a little sleeker, everything else out of the pocket. Let's show it next to a slippy. And like I said, I'm not going to do this for all, but on that slippy, I think you're going to see they're about the same thickness running down, and about, honestly, the same width. They're pretty darn close. I'm kind of using, the reason I have this little patch in here is I didn't like the way the videos were turning out on the old platform, so I switched it up a little bit. Just for giggles, I'll throw it next to an XM24 Skinny. XM24 Skinny is a monster, but it's got that blade thickness of the XM18 3.5. And let's just round out. There it is next to the Jurassic. Jurassic's going to be the same thickness as the XM18 3.5. And why not finish it off here? Huh, I didn't realize I grabbed this one. So here it is. Sorry, next to the Maximus. Darn near same overall length. I mean, right on it. And that's it for the Hinderers. Let's jump over to some of the more popular models we sell. And on the non-flipper side, I thought we'd throw in a Chris Reeve Large Sebenza. And these are spot on. I'm shocked. I didn't realize this till just now. I mean, they are spot on in overall length. So that for you Chris Reeve owners out there, I think that's going to give you a real good idea. And of course, we got to throw in another Hinderer design, but this is the ZT 0562CF. And one of our most popular ZTs we sell. I wanted to throw in a ZT 452CF, but unfortunately we're out of stock on them. But so, you know, same length overall knife, the 462, which is new from ZT this year, will at least give you an idea. And I kind of consider these bigger gentleman carry knives, to be honest. And I think that's a pretty good one. We always throw in one Benchmade Reptilian, because if you're a knife nut, at some point in your life, you've owned a Benchmade Reptilian. Hopefully that helps out. And Rick is really good friends with the guys over at Spartan Blades, and we love their knives. So for this one, I thought I'd throw in a Payless. And Payless has been one of our most popular sellers from Spartan Blades, so thought this one would be another good one to kind of show you that blade, tip, length, everything. And then also on that handle. And then last one, I saved one of my new personal favorites for last, which is also a Hinderer, which this one's mine, so excuse the tape. I was just boxing up some stuff. This is the new Eclipse Gen 2 Harpoon Spanto. And pretty darn close all in all. I mean, kind of the same differences as the 3.5. The handle's a little longer. Blade, if we put them at that sharpening coil together, you get just a hair more blade out of the Firetac. So, but anyway, guys, that's it. That is the new Hinderer Firetac, and we're very impressed. The customers that have already picked theirs up or gotten theirs in the mail from our first run have loved them, And if this is something that fits your boat, we hope you'll pick them up. We've got them in stock currently, but they're going pretty quick. And I will tell you, this is a small run from Hinderer, so I don't think they're going to be around that long. But anyway, we've got them available currently and plenty of other Hinderer knives. We hope you'll check them all out at usmablade.com. And as always, folks, we appreciate you watching.